Today's video ponage will be a response to a Mr. Heleno Henzo, who's adopted the moniker Coherent Apologist. And he uses his coherence to bring us such gems as the universe is 6,000 years old, science says so, human body wasn't designed for homosexuality, and gayness is the same as pedophilia and bestiality. But today, I've chosen atheists today are sophomoric, inept, illogical, ignorant, and silly to respond to.
Are you an atheist? Are you up for a test to know how smart you are? You cannot be smart if you're atheist. That's kind of stupid.
I agree. It's kind of stupid to think that you can't be smart if you're an atheist.
But let me test you anyway, because you tend to claim you're smart. Do atheists believe design come from non-designer?
Mr. Henzo, it's not that atheists don't believe that designs come from designers. It's that they disagree with you about what is obviously designed and not.
Do atheists believe in the logical, impossible theory of evolution?
To be an atheist, it isn't required that you understand the theory of evolution. And it isn't required that once you understand the theory of evolution, that you will lose your religion. There are a lot of people who aren't atheists who also understand the theory of evolution and can see the mountain of evidence that supports it.
Do atheists claim free thinking while dependent on God for sun, oxygen, food, water?
Mr. Henzo, free thought is living your life in the absence of dogma, not in the absence of biological imperatives like breathing and eating.
Do atheists have the stupidest scientist who ever lived? I'm talking the cross, the Lawrence cross. Do atheists have the most slowest thinker I ever known? I'm talking about Rich Dawkins. Do atheists have Samuel Harris? The guy is so stupid, so uninformed. Do atheists have Christopher Hitchens as their leaders? Hitchens killed himself for being so stupid. Do atheists have this group of dumb people as their leaders?
Mr. Henzo, it's incredibly offensive, this stretch you're making, to say that the vices that Christopher Hitchens had were a decision that he made to get cancer and kill himself. You're a dumbass. Also, atheism doesn't have any leaders. It just has a bunch of celebrities that got famous based on their intellectual merits and academic credentials, of which you seem to have neither.
Powerless, clueless, hopeless atheist looking for fight against the most powerful being in the universe.
Actually, Mr. Henzo, I don't consider your God to be powerful at all. I consider him to be largely ineffectual in daily affairs. But I would say that your stupidity seems very powerful, and I would be especially afraid of it if you were in large groups of people that think the way that you do. And so it is a war that intellectuals are waging against this stupidity because it is scary.
Do atheists believe explosion, aka Big Bang, produce order, not disorder?
Okay, Mr. Henzo, I find that you're not very good at regurgitating the crap that better apologists than you have filled your mind with, and you don't have a very good understanding of the Big Bang Theory or science in general. You're very lacking in all of that. So I'm going to explain this, not that you're going to understand, just so that, you know, the greater audience between us two can hear it. Just because there was a singular event that exploded and created the universe doesn't mean that it has to be directly related causally to all the order that's in the universe now. Other things can have acted upon everything in that universe to create the order, such as gravity condensing matter, creating stars which exploded and then recondensed and exploded again, creating all of the different elements that are in front of you. And I can see why you wouldn't understand all of the worldviews that require a better understanding of science.
Some people claim to be atheist.
Mr. Henzo, just because somebody doesn't believe the religious things that you believe doesn't make them a jackass. But believing that not believing in a God makes someone a jackass makes you a bigot.
To atheists, don't claim to have logic and reason while you support the most unreasonable and illogical things.
Logic. Logic. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Look, I invite you to reevaluate what you think is logical and rational. Maybe take a class in it or something. But until then, I'm just going to, for shits and giggles, replay a little ironic clip from your video.
Do atheists have the most slowest thinker I ever know?